This is Anna.
And Natalie.
And this is Girl Talk with
Natalie.
and Anna.
Woohoo. Yeah. Today, though, we are going to talk about lip color. And
She's wearing some, I'm not.
That's okay. So the idea when it comes to like finding a lipstick that you enjoy, because a lot of people don't, like one of our coworkers, her and I were talking lipstick the other day, and she's like, I just don't know where to start. Like she didn't know what color to pick.
Okay.
And so it's important to kind of, I mean, some people just can go for it and pick a color, and other people need some more tips. And so I have a few tips for you guys viewers at home to figure out how to pick a good color.
I could totally get that because I like certain colors. I'll like go and I'll be like, ooh, I like that. And then remember that happened to me last year where I got one and then it was like, is this too dark? And I felt like it was like super dark on me even though I really like the color. So it would be really helpful to have some tips about how to pick a color.
Yes. Okay. So first things first, undertone. You heard that? Undertone. It
sounds personal.
Undertone. No, okay. So if you take your arm and you look at your veins, you got to look at, you don't have to show them.
Oh, okay.
You personally look. So if you have, usually they're more blue looking or green looking.
Okay.
And if they're kind of hard to tell, that's something. So mine looks super blue right now, but you can, I mean, some lightings,
I can kind of see a greenie in there too.
It looks kind of both. So I consider myself more of a neutral, but I guess kind of more on the blue side. But
I think I'm green.
Yes. Okay. So green means also another double check is jewelry. Do you look better in, personally, do you think you look better in gold jewelry or silver jewelry if you had to pick? And I know you love rose gold, but like
I do
ignoring
love
that,
gold.
there's gold and silver.
I don't know. I think I actually look better in gold, even though I don't prefer it. But
aha. Okay. So and so what I've been trying to get at is if you see green veins, and you look better in gold jewelry,
check.
and we'll count rose gold in that too. Then you are a warm toned, warm undertone. If you look more bluish and you look better in silver jewelry, that's more cool toned. And if you are kind of both, like you're like, I can kind of pull
which is kind of you, right? Is what you're saying?
Neutrals. So, or not neutrals, neutral
undertone.
Undertone, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's the first step. And so the warm base is more like yellow base, and then the cool is more like blue base.
Okay.
So when looking at like lip colors, if it's more like orangey, yellowy, whatever, that's typically more warm undertone.
Okay.
So you get the idea.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, undertone. Second thing is finish. Go with three basic ones, and it's the matte, and then shimmer. It's like sparkly, shimmery, and a frost. So like a shimmer and a shine. It sounds like that would be the same thing, but a shimmer is more of like I said, like sparkles in it, like little sparkles, and a frost is more of like a shine over it.
Okay.
So hope that makes sense. So that's the second thing. The third thing is what colors are you...
hold on, I gotta get three up there. Okay.
This is the third, yeah.
Just
third. Three. Whatever. The third one is what colors are you drawn to? Because like you just said, you're like, I don't know. So there is a thing I'll say really briefly, but like your color palette. So like some people are like there's autumn, spring, summer, winter, and there's like little categories within that.
Okay.
But for example, a winter typically looks really good in bright colors, you know. And autumn is more of like the neutrals, muted, and spring and summer are kind of like in between those.
Which one are you?
I'm a winter, so bright colors. So how you know if you look good in a color? I mean, most people can pull.
People will be like, "Wow, you look good in a color."
Yeah, if they say that, then you're good. But also, what colors make your I'd say your eyes like really noticeable.
Okay.
Or your skin look really glowing, or whatever really like there's just those colors, you know, you look at and you're like, and there's those colors you put on and you go, oh gosh, no. And then there's the colors you're like, sure, why not?
Okay.
You know, okay. So that's the idea, is you want to be able to pick the right color for you. So, Anna.
Okay. Me.
I feel like I'm talking so much.
Warm.
Yes, warm undertone. And then it finishes and that's total preference.
It is a preference thing. Personally, I like a matte finish a little bit more.
Typically. Finish. Okay, and then what colors are you drawn to?
Well, I like a little bit more neutral. for the most part. And then like kind of pinky purplies. I don't know if that's even would look
like
good on me.
berries and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Totally.
And then pinky purplies and like not neutrals like brown, but like like a more muted pink maybe.
Okay, so on the pink side,
Yeah.
like a light pink. So it sounds to me like daytime, like light
Yeah.
pinks.
I do like gold a lot, but I
That's
realize that you can't like wear that every day. Can you wear gold every day?
Yeah, you can.
I
There's some
used
colors.
to start.
Yeah,
Like what you were saying.
exactly. And so that's kind of the process.
So now I have a place to start.
Yeah, and so it's always good to try swatch it on your hands, but also I've learned too is that trying colors really helps. You get the idea.
Mm-hmm. So undertone, finish, what you're drawn to,
and what you're drawn to, and playing with it. And also, I've learned is that there's some colors I'm like, oh, I couldn't pull that off, and I put it on, and I'm like, wow, like it might not necessarily make my eyes pop or my skin pop, but I'm like,
but you're like,
I can pull this off.
Yeah,
and that makes it also more, gives you more freedom with clothing too. If you can get your color to match, then you feel like you can kind of get more.
So if people needed help finding a color,
I'm always available.
So if you needed to have some help with this, you could contact her through her Instagram, which we'll put down below
in the link. And besides that too, just have fun with it and practice. Anyways, thank you. Hope that helps.
Bye.